You know how I've been brainstorming ways to cheer up Simon in the hope? Well, I've come up with a brilliant plan that's sure to get through.
Am I missing something, or is this just an empty wall?
The wall's empty now, but it used to be where Simon hung up his favorite. I'm not sure what's happened to all of them, but if I track those down and hang them back up, I'm sure it'd mean a lot to him. Do you think you two could help me find Simon's missing paintings and bring them back here? I'd do it myself, but being a portrait makes that...
Of course, Gossamer. That's what friends are for. Besides, I've admittedly gotten rather invested in Simon's story. So...
Simon had a lot of favorites. A portrait of Foreman, a painting of a unicorn grazing in the forest, a tapestry of a noble dragon. But I think we should start with the inflated girl portrait he painted in his third. To tell you the truth, I've thought if any of his paintings are going to knock... I know I've seen...
Why don't we ask some of the other portraits? It's possible one of these portraits knows something about the inflated girl painting. Let's ask around.
An inflated girl? Are you talking about that unnerving portrait? From what I hear, she's been making the other...
I do believe I saw the caretaker transporting a portrait match. I couldn't tell you where he was taking. He kept talking about moving it to a place where it would get the... That man really ought to get out.
Yes, I know the portrait you're talking about. A disturbing product of a disturbed mind.
You take that back! Simon's not disturbed. He's the nicest boy I've ever met.
You're in denial. To those of us with unclouded eyes, it came as no surprise that...
A portrait of an inflated girl. Yes, if my memory serves, she was a Gryffindor with a particularly sharp tongue. Normally, he just grinned and bore the bullying. But on that day, Simon stopped coming around as often after that day.
If that gossipy portrait's information is correct, the portrait of an inflated girl should be on display in the entrance hall.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go!
The inflated girl portrait has to be here somewhere. Let's look around the... Gossamer, is that the inflated girl portrait?
Yes, that's the one! I can't believe you found her! Simon is...
It's such an uncomfortable image. No wonder it's so polarizing.
Do you think Simon painted this portrait to celebrate the time his bully...
No way! Simon didn't like bullies, but he wasn't mean-spirited.
I agree. I get the feeling that his motivations weren't so
No, come on! Let's get the inflated girl... Almost got it. Just a little to the left. There! That's perfect!
Where did you find that?
The entrance hall. This wall was looking a little bare, and
I think I told you to leave me alone.
Wait, before you go, I just want you to know that
You do? Most people find it disturbing or unnerving.
I really do. It's harrowing, yet deeply personal and sentimental.
Since you insist. I can't remember what I did to incur Mabel's wrath that day. She was just about to cast the pimple jinx on me when Gwydion, a boy in the year above me, who had witnessed everything, cut her off. I'll never forget what Gwydion said afterward. There. Now your appearance matches your ego. I was speechless. No one had stood up for me like that before. Gwydion got to no. More than a best friend. A knight in not-so-shining armor.
I remember you telling me the story of how you and Gwydion met. You and Gwydion became inseparable after that. What happened to him? Was he there when you passed? Has he?
Gwydion. Gwydion's moved on.
I don't understand. Simon used to tell me everything.
I know it must be frustrating and painful, but look on the bright side, Gossam.
That's right. The inflated girl portrait did seem to lift Simon's spirits and get...
You know what? You're absolutely right. I shouldn't see this as a loss. I should see this...
Then why not make finding furniture our next step in restoring this place to its former glory? It'll certainly make the place...
Good idea. I'm not sure where all the old stuff ended up, but an old friend of mine might. Give me some time to find her. If she's still at Hogwarts, I'll let you two know straight away. Remember the old friend I mentioned earlier? The one who knows... Well, I've found her. She's still working in...
The kitchens. Is your friend at?
That's right. Probably one of the best jobs. She's expecting us in the kitchens. I've already... This is Cosa. She kept the secret clubhouse tidy and even helped Simon and Gwydion furnish it.
Nice to meet you, Cosa. How did you come to...
When Cosa overheard Simon and Gwydion treated Cosa well with Fred,
Apparently, it's being stored in the room of requirement.
Cosa would fetch it herself, but
Don't worry, Cosa. Just...
Cosa remembers spotting the clubhouse.
Sounds simple enough. Let's head to the room of requirement.
This table might not look like much. Simon did some...
It sounds like it holds...
This was Gwydion.
It doesn't. That-
These belonged to...
What's your fit?
That's it. I love...
That sounds...
Indeed it was.
Uh-oh. Looks like all that move... Ventus!
Welcome back. Did they manage to find...
Yes. Though it does make me wonder how the...
After Simon's tragic accident, Headmaster had all furniture moved.
Accident? What accident?
Cosima didn't know. Simon brewed shrinking solution, but something went wrong, unfortunately. Shrunken Simon called it...
Oh, what a way to go.
When you said it was a tragic accident, you weren't...
But potions was Simon's best subject. He'd never make...
Cosa had a hard time believing too, but Simon said so in...
I just can't believe it. And why did he need a shrinking solution in the first place?
Hold on, Gossamer. I don't think it's a good idea to ambush...
That's right. You're liable to turn him away even more if you bombard him. For now, why don't we focus on getting this furniture back to the clubhouse and figure out...
Well, what do you think, Gossamer? Is it...
No, but I actually like that about it. I think it's what the game would want.